Last question, question 4, sequences and series. And part A in question 4, we've got the sequence 16 minus 8, 4, continuing on, and we're asked to write the next 4 terms. Well, first of all, we need to determine what type of sequence it is, and we can quite clearly see it's a geometric progression. So we're halving it each time, but it's not really a half. The ratio is minus a half. So the next 4 terms would be, we are halving this, but it's a negative, so it will be negative 2. Then half of that will be 1. Half of that will be negative 1/2, and then 1/4. They are the next 4 terms of your sequence. Part B. Show with working if 349 is a member of the sequence Tn is equal to 6n plus 17. In other words, is 349 equal to 6n plus 17? Well, to show it is a part of the sequence, n would have to be an integer. Subtracting 17 from both sides, we'd have 6n's would equal to 332. And does 6 go into 332? Calculator. N is equal to 55.33. Therefore, we can conclude that 349 is not part of that sequence. Part C. Question states find x and the common difference if 14, x and 32 form an arithmetic sequence. Alright, find x and the common difference. Well, we know that the common difference d is equal to x minus 14. It's the difference between consecutive terms. And it's also equal to the difference between those 2 consecutive terms. Add x to both sides, 2x. Add the 14 to this side, and that would be 46. X would equal to 23. And most of you already know that you would just average out those terms because the difference between them would be the common difference. But d is going to be 23 minus 14, which is equal to 9. The next part, we're doing a geometric progression, and it's x, 24 and 96. And we're asked to find x and the common ratio. Well, we know that the common ratio is consecutive terms divided by each other. That's 96 divided by 24. Cross multiply or invert. That's probably about the easiest. X over 24 is equal to 96. Over 96 blonde. So x would equal 24 squared common ratio 96 divided by 24 is 4. Part E. Find the common difference of the arithmetic sequence below, then find x given that t11 equals 36. So we've got the sequence 5x minus 9, 5x minus 5, 5x minus 1. It's an arithmetic sequence, so we want the difference between those consecutive terms, so the common difference is equal to 5x minus 5 minus 5x minus 9. Subtracting the 5x's, it would be minus 5 plus 9, which is 4. Obviously intuitively you can see that they go increase by 4 each time. And we're now asked to find the value of x given that T11 is equal to 36. Well, the formula for T11 is equal to A, 5x minus 9, plus n minus 1, 11 minus 1 is 10, times the common difference d, which was 4. And that's equal to 36. So 5x, that's 40. We're going to take off 9, 5x plus 31 equals 36. 5x would equal 5, x would be equal to 1. For the geometric sequence, 60 minus 30, 15, etc. We're asked to find the term 6. Well, that's a r to the 5th. Well, a is 60. R, well, we're dividing by 2 each time, so it's a half, but it's a negative, so it's minus a half to the power of 5. 2 to the power of 5. I'll get a calculator that works. 2 to the power of 5, no. 2 to the power of 5, 32, so that's 60 over 32, that's 30 over 16, that's 15 over 8. And we wanted the sum to 6 terms, so that's A. Now my r is less than 1, so it's 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. A was 60, 1 minus 1 over, well, it's negative 1 over 2 to the power of 6 over 1 minus negative a half. That's 60 outside of 1 minus, and that's 32 will be 1 over 64. 1 minus a half, so that will be 3 over 2. So that would be 60 outside of 63 over 64. 3 over 2. So 60 divided by 3, that's 20. So that is 40 times 63 over 64. 40 times 63 divided by 64. And I've got a fraction. 315 over 8. Last question. We're nearly there. When light passes through one sheet of very thin glass, its intensity is reduced by 3%. What is the intensity of light through just one piece of glass? Alright, what is the intensity? Well, through one piece of glass, the intensity for 1 would equal 0.97. So it's 97%. Make a list of the intensities of 1, 2 and 3 pieces of glass. So that was part 1. Intensity through 1 was 0.97. Intensity through 2 pieces of glass. Well, we're going to put that through 1. Through another piece of glass will be 97% of that, which is 0.97 squared. And following the same pattern, the intensity through 3 pieces of glass will be to the power of 3. What is the minimum number of sheets that will reduce the intensity to below 70%? So we want the intensity, the result, to be below 70. I'm just going to equate those and guess and check a value for n. I'll try n is equal to 6. So 0.97 to the power of 6 gives me 0.83. So if n is equal to 6, intensity is equal to 0.83, etc. Nowhere near, so I'm going to try 12. 0.97 to the power of 12, 0.69, so I'm very close. 0.6938. So I'm below where I need to be, so I'll try going back one and see if that gives me. So 0.97 to the power of 11, 0.715. In other words, in order for the intensity to be below 70%, I need 12 sheets of glass. And that's the end of the paper. I hope you guys all did well. See you.